Elizabeth Lake, Southern California. This high desert body of water sits at the junction of the tectonic plates that form the powerful San Andreas Fault. The Mexicans who colonized California in the 1700s called it Laguna del Diablo, Lake of the Devil. And it was said that the devil's own pet would come into this world through a portal at the bottom of the lake.
Local legend says that at the bottom is actually an entrance to the underworld. They call it the Lake of the Devil. And it's said that in the middle of the 18th century, from up until about 1880 onwards, something was happening there which frightened locals.
Some of the rich landowners built ranches there. These ranchers claim to have been harassed and tormented by some sort of monstrous beast that would come out of the water and steal cattle and menace the locals.
The ranchers who claimed to have witnessed this beast called it the Thunderbird, and their description of it was nearly identical to that of the giant bird witnessed by cowboys in Tombstone in 1890.
Eventually, one of the landowners got it in his head that he was going to hunt this creature down and sell it to the circus. So according to the story, this rancher was able to actually fire a few shots at this creature, which seemed to be bulletproof and metallic. The bullets bounced off, and after that encounter, the bird flew east, never to be seen again in California.
Could this so-called Thunderbird really have been the same creature that cowboys shot at in Tombstone? And why was it referred to by locals as the devil's pet?
They didn't have the vocabulary we had today. So when things happened that they couldn't explain, it was called the Devil's Tower, it was called the Devil's Lake, it was called the Devil's this or the Devil's that.
If a portal to another dimension or another part of the universe does lie at the bottom of Elizabeth Lake, might it also be possible that the Thunderbird was not really a creature at all, but something even more incredible?
We have this large flying winged creature which gives off a thunderous sound and lights fly from its eyes. That to me suggests that we could be dealing with some sort of craft.
Native Indians in North America, they know, of course, the bird. But now something differently arrived. An object which could fly, which is bigger than the eagle, but at the same time makes tremendous noise. So you have the creation of the Thunderbird.
It makes me think of a concept called cultural tracking, which is the idea that UFOs can mask themselves to appear as almost anything. You go back to ancient China and they talk about the flying dragons. You go back to the ancient Egyptians, they talk about flying boats. You go to the Roman times and they're talking about flying shields. Perhaps that was just their interpretation, or perhaps that's what they actually saw.